Hello Renfro's folks, it's April 18th. We're past our normal frost date, yet we were cool in the low 40s this morning. We finally got a week ahead of us with no rain. We've talked before about cover crops. This is crimson clover. These are volunteers that came up from where we knocked some down last year. It's a reseeding clover. It's an annual, meaning it has a short life in the field. This is the stage at which you can pick and dry the blossoms to make clover blossom tea. There are all sorts of bees and pollinators in here. Presley Mike can get some videos of it. This is the time to mow it down if you don't want it to go to seed and make more seeds. All this volunteer, we purposely waited till the seeds were dry last year and mowed it just to get another free crop. Now we're going to talk about a different kind of clover. That's a perennial clover. It stays. It's the white clover that grows in your lawn, which is basically white Dutch clover. The reason you would grow it in your lawn is to use it as a magnet for pollinators such as honeybees, and also to feed the wildlife. The critters, the chickens in my yard love the clover, so we plant clover versus using poisons to get rid of the clover. But we're going to show you a patch and show you what the seed looks like. So here we are in the shade of the pecan trees in a patch of perennial clover, white Dutch clover. It's the same clover that when we were kids with bare feet we'd go around and try to stomp on bees. Now we don't see as many bees, so we need to plant things to attract the bees and the other pollinators. And remember that both a perennial and an annual clover are legumes. They take nitrogen out of the air. About 70% of what we breathe is nitrogen, and it's free for the legumes to put it in the soil versus a highly energy intensive process to make synthetic nitrogen using natural gas. This is what the clover seed looks like for the perennial, the white Dutch. This is what you throw out in your yard. You just take a windy day and you throw it out, and it will spread and stay forever. So don't plant it unless you expect to keep clover. But this little bag will cover an area bigger than the main room when you walk into the store. It'll cover more than 1,000 feet. You just throw it out in little patches, and then it will reseed itself, plus it will grow by its roots underground. So, and remember, when you mow clover, you don't need a big old tractor like we're gonna do in just a minute. You're just a weed eater. You just whack it down. And that's the way to eliminate your cover crop that's the annual clover, so you can plant in it. We'll see you next week.